Hi, this is Richard Barrett for Guitarist magazine, and I'm here to introduce two brand new PRS models. The one that I'm holding is the NF53, and we'll also be taking a look at the MK, Myles Kennedy signature. So, first impressions are that this does take its influence from a certain Fender guitar design, and the body shape, which is slightly contoured, bolt-on neck, and a steel bridge with brass compensated saddles. Now, just two of them on this, so it's an unusual design, but it harks back to PRS's early days. We have a maple neck, which is quite rounded and chunky in profile, particularly on this guitar. Bone nut, 22 fairly narrow, tall frets, beautifully installed, of course, and PRS's bird inlays. The fretboard radius is 10 inches, and PRS are always very exacting about the way that they arrange the electronics, and this guitar is no exception. We have two narrow field DD or deep dish humbuckers. The narrow field gives us a slightly more single coil type sound, but noise free. We'll have a listen in a minute. We have master volume and master tone with the PRS treble bleed circuit on the volume control, which is, as you may know, very subtle. We have a three-way selector, which works exactly the way that you will expect. So perhaps I'll show you what the bridge pickup sounds like plugged into our studio Vox AC15. Little tiny bit of break up on here. Let's just trim that volume back a little. So that's obviously the bridge pickup. Let's go for both. And neck. So we have quite a versatile guitar that has that familiar type of sound to it, but with much more meat on its bones. Here is the MK, Myles Kennedy signature. It's a very similar design, but it's not the same. So I'll talk you through some of the main points, which you may already be able to see. The control layout for one. The pickups are different. These are the MK pickups. They are narrow field like the DDs on the other guitar, but you will see perhaps that the bridge pickup here is slightly slanted with the bass side further away from the bridge than the treble, which is familiar to Telecaster players. We have a slightly slimmer neck, though it's still nice and rounded, with rolled fingerboard edges. Like the other guitar, I should mention that it's 25.5-inch scale, bone nut. On this one, we have PRS own design of locking tuners. We have the master volume and tone, though there's a little bit more complexity hiding in here because we have the same three sounds as the other guitar, bridge, both, and neck, but we have some in-between positions too. So let's have a listen to the bridge first of all, plugged into the AC15 with the same settings, though this guitar does seem to give it slightly more of a push. So I'll pull that back a bit. It is a different pickup design, but it may be worth pointing out that the bridge pickup here being slightly further up the string may contribute to it seeming slightly louder as well as the design. Taking the volume back up to full. Now we have a position 2 here. That is the bridge pickup in full and the neck facing coil of the neck pickup, and those are in parallel. Middle position, both pickups. Fourth position, we have the neck facing coil of the neck pickup and the bridge facing coil of the bridge, so the two outside coils, which gives you an alternative And of course in the final position there we have the neck. There is one more detail, however. The bridge pickup tone control includes a switch which just puts slightly more loading, more capacitance on the bridge pickup, as though you'd turn the tone control slightly down, though this is obviously a preset so it's more convenient. Let's have a listen to it without and then with. Here in the room, that's not too subtle, so let's hope you can hear that. I'll bring the volume down a little bit, accentuate the high end a bit. So just slightly sweetens the tone. And obviously that affects the bridge pickup only, though we do have the bridge pickup included in these selections. So remember that that will affect those pickup selections as well. It's only the neck where you won't hear that having an effect on the sound. Both guitars have a very lightweight swamp ash body, and in practice that means that the NF53 is slightly heavier, but like all pieces of wood, that's going to vary. I mean, this one is a shade under 6.5 pounds, to give you an idea. Both guitars come in a gig bag. Both guitars cost $3,099, that's full whack retail, so street prices may vary. I've made a track to try and demonstrate the various tones that you can get from these, and I hope you enjoy it.